What is going on, everybody? Xaenca here, back once again with another video just for you. In this video, we're going to be talking about Marvel Comics, or at least the dumpster fire that Marvel Comics has become. Now, as most of you may already know, over the past decade, Marvel has been slowly killing their comic book business, injecting identity politics and other woke SJW nonsense into their product. Marvel is replacing Steve Rogers with the new Black Captain America. Exclusive, Marvel's new Iron Man is a black woman. Miles Morales replaces Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And so many more as they continue to take existing white characters, popular white characters, and replace them with minorities. Because white man bad and minorities deserve their sloppy seconds, apparently. We can't take awesome original minority characters like Storm, Bishop, or Luke Cage, Blade, those kind of characters, and lift those up. No, of course not. We have to tokenize existing characters by race bending and gender bending because we believe that minorities are too stupid to realize that we're not giving them unique, original characters. And I'm not really surprised because you know what ends up happening when they try to come up with their own unique, original characters? The piece of hot garbage we're about to talk about right now. Introducing the New Warriors. The classic team reunites to mentor a new generation of heroes. When Kamala's law goes into effect in the highly anticipated one-shot Outlawed, superheroics will be left to the adults and underage heroes will be banned unless they have official government-assigned mentors. That's where the New Warriors come in. Before we continue, speaking of lacking originality, this is basically Civil War all over again. Instead of the Superhero Registration Act, they basically have Kamala's Law, which makes it illegal to be a hero if you're under 21. It's just completely uninspired, unoriginal, and if you look up anything about the creation of this one-shot, they're basically treating it like being a minor is some kind of marginalized group. It's just fucking ridiculous. But I'm explaining this to you so you're not completely lost when he talks about authority figures and rebels, so he's referencing the Outlawed event.
My editors on the previous books I'd done, like Loki and Black Panther vs. Deadpool, asked if I would be interested in doing a New Warriors tie-in that actually poses them as the authority figures in this conflict instead of the rebels, and I really liked the tension of that. So because the New Warriors are the authority figures in this story, they have to be mentoring new Warriors who are under 21 and subject to the laws that triggered the Outlawed event. This new law is making it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21.
So I guess in this universe it wasn't already illegal to be a vigilante because they're making a new law that makes it illegal to be a vigilante if you're under the age of 21. But being a vigilante by definition means you're going against the law, so what the fuck is this? But I know just like me, you're looking at this group of heroes thinking, man, I can't wait to find out more about these characters. So let's jump to that.
So the first character that we're introduced to is Trailblazer. She's a group home and foster kid.
Well, it's good to know that the foster kids are fed very well in this universe.
Who is volunteering at a senior center when this mysterious threat shows up and Night Thrasher runs to the rescue. And because she helps him, she ends up in the crosshairs of this new Outlawed law, and she inherited from her grandfather a magic backpack of divine origin.
Magical backpack of divine origin. What does it do?
We picked the name Trailblazer because...
Okay, never mind.
Because she's somebody who charges into action. She knows that she can do some good with this, mysterious gift that she's been given.
We call her Trailblazer because she charges into battle, gets winded, and sits on you.
The lower spine there.
Her arch nemesis is a supervillain named Healthy Lifestyle and his two minions, Fruits and Vegetables.
Screentime is an internet kid taken to its sort of logical conclusion. As a youth, he was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas, and that has patched him permanently into the World Wide Web. The word Screentime is only ever used in a sort of restrictive sense, and because we're doing a story about teenage rebels, a lot of the names are about teens fighting against labels that are put on them. So with Screentime, we liked the idea that he has infinite screen time.
I'm not really sure what he means by screen time is only ever used in a restrictive sense. Like when I think of screen time, it's the amount of time an actor has on screen in a film or TV series. But this kid's always connected to the internet. Now he can see augmented reality and real-time maps and can instantly Google any fact. He has the power of Google. Oh, that's great. You know how sometimes when you Google stuff, it gives you a result from Wikipedia? So In order to combat Screentime, you just put incorrect information on Wikipedia. Jesus Christ, I can't with these characters. I can't.
Snowflake and Safespace are the twins, and their names are very similar to Screentime. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory, to take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safespace is kind of a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock.
He's a big, burly, stereotypical jock. Pink hair, pink leotard. Yeah, that's a stereotypical jock. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, when I think of jock, this is what comes to mind.
He can create force fields, but he can only trigger them if he's protecting somebody else.
What a fucking awful power. He can trigger force fields, but only when protecting other people. So just go for him first. What the fuck is he gonna do about it? He can't protect himself.
Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them.
Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them. Because of course they are.
Snowflake has the power to generate individual crystallized snowflake-shaped shurikens. The connotations of the word snowflake in our culture right now are something fragile. And this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power, and Safespace is the person who has the more defensive power. The idea was that they would mirror each other and complement each other.
Mirror each other and complement each other, except one's offensive, one's defensive. The one that's defensive can't protect himself. So how the fuck does that work? So you just go for Safespace and he can't do a goddamn thing about it. But don't worry, Screentime will be Googling how he can keep himself safe, I guess. Also, they're supposed to be twins, so what's up with this incestuous looking embrace? Ah, nah, they're just really close, right? Get the fuck out of here.
E negative is the goth kid. When he was a baby, he got a rogue life-saving blood transfusion, we assume from Michael Morbius, and now he has a very similar look and very similar vampire powers. B negative also is obviously a pun. It's a blood type, which is great for a vampire character. And it's also a proud ownership of the idea of having a bad attitude.
B negative is like the least mockable of this group. I mean, he got a transfusion from Morbius. Okay, so they have similar abilities. But obviously, it's still a case of sloppy seconds, right? He got the same abilities as Morbius. Outlawed is just Civil War all over again. Yada yada yada. That's what Marvel's good for nowadays.
I want the people who read our New Warriors to feel all of the excitement that they felt if they read the 90s one. We want it to have big, colorful characters, personality clashes, romance, a diverse cast, which is something that the New Warriors titles have always strived to make a priority.
There you go, romance, he says. So Snowflake falls in love with Safespace, and then Trailblazer falls in love with a Twinkie or some shit. I don't know. And of course, diverse cast, you know, because that trumps anything else. Trumps good storytelling, good characters. Diverse cast, goddammit.
Every New Warriors comic has always felt like a reflection of the year that it came out. And I don't think we're worried about being dated. I think we're way more interested about it being now.
This fucking comic, like, what the fuck is going on? I can just see all of the supervillains now. The Boomer, the Chad, the Incel, the Neo-Snazzy. Trailblazer's gonna be running around swearing to put an end to all gyms everywhere. It's fucking... I can't. Nobody's gonna buy this piece of shit. Nobody's gonna buy this. And in an already dying comic book industry, this is what Marvel chooses to put out. And people are always like, I wonder why the manga industry is thriving, but the comic book industry is like failing so hard. This is why, Emily. This is why. God damn it. And my friends ask me why I don't read Marvel comics anymore. Like, what the fuck? Now, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And since you love this video so much, make sure to check out the playlist that's on the screen right now where I have videos on similar topics that you will most definitely also enjoy. And subscribe with all notifications on so I can see you in the next video.
Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them.